He pulls away, he gets quiet, he acts differently, and you're left wondering, does he even love me? The truth is, men often experience and express love differently than women. It's not that they don't feel it deeply, it's that their internal world can be a mystery. In this video, we're going to decode that mystery. We're not talking about Hollywood love. We're talking about the real, raw, and often unspoken things a man feels when he's truly, deeply in love with you. To understand this, we first have to reframe what love actually is for a man. For many, love evolves from a feeling of infatuation into something more solid, a state of being or a conscious decision. It becomes a foundational part of his identity. The shift is from constant butterflies to a deep-seated sense of rightness and commitment. His life isn't just more exciting with you in it. It's fundamentally better, more grounded, and more complete. The first, and perhaps most profound thing a man feels is a deep sense of responsibility and protectiveness. This isn't about control or possessiveness. It's something far more fundamental. It's a primal drive that awakens within him, a deep-seated need to ensure your safety, your happiness, and your overall well-being. He starts to see your problems as his problems, and your joys as his mission. He begins to filter his decisions through a new lens. How will this affect her? This feeling is less about being a hero, and more about being a stable rock, a constant and reliable presence in your life. You'll see it in the small, quiet actions. It's him remembering you had a tough day and showing up with your favorite meal without you having to ask. It's the text message to make sure you got home safely. Not because he doesn't trust you, but because your safe passage matters to his peace of mind. It's the way he starts to casually think about your future financial security, or how he becomes your fiercest defender the moment he senses you're being treated unfairly. This sense of duty is his love in action. Alongside that drive to protect, you'll find a surprising emotion, a profound sense of peace. While the initial passion and butterflies are exhilarating, this feeling of peace is what truly anchors him. With you, the constant noise of the world just stops. The performance he might feel he has to put on for everyone else, he can finally drop it. You become his sanctuary, the one place where he can truly let his guard down and just be, without judgment or pretense. This is why he often enjoys those quiet nights in just as much as the big fancy dates. The pressure is off. It shows up in the comfort of shared silence, where simply being in the same room, reading, or doing your own things feels like a perfect moment. You'll notice he seeks you out for comfort after a draining day, not necessarily for you to solve his problems, but because your presence alone is a balm. This isn't a lack of passion. It's the foundation upon which a lasting passion is built. It's the feeling of being home. Now, this deep comfort and love brings with it a powerful and often contradictory emotion: sheer terror. Vulnerability is the one thing that can truly unnerve even the most confident man, and love demands it. To be in love is to give someone the power to hurt you profoundly, and he is acutely aware of this. It's terrifying because it goes against so much of how he's often taught to operate, to be strong, self-reliant, and in control of his emotions. True love, then, is not the absence of this fear, but the choice to feel that fear and lean into vulnerability with you anyway. It's him making the conscious decision that the reward of a deep connection with you is worth the risk of getting hurt. You see this when he awkwardly shares an insecurity he's always held close, or confesses a past failure that still haunts him a little. It's when he tentatively reveals a silly dream he's never told anyone else, bracing for a reaction. He might fumble with the words, but the fact that he's trying to share that hidden part of himself is one of the most significant signs of his trust and love. This vulnerability fuels a fourth core feeling, a powerful drive to provide and build. His love naturally translates into a desire to create a life with you. This instinct to provide isn't just about finances, though that can be a part of it. It's about providing a good life, a stable future, and a shared sense of purpose. He wants to contribute his time, his skills, and his energy to building something meaningful that belongs to both of you. He starts to see you not just as a partner in romance, but as a partner in the literal construction of your shared world. This shows up when he starts talking about future trips a year from now, or when he casually fixes that wobbly shelf in your apartment without being asked. It's his way of making your world better. It's in the way he starts saving for a shared goal, like a house or a big adventure, or when he involves you in decisions about his career, because he sees his path as intrinsically linked to yours. He is building his life with you as a central, permanent pillar. Finally, underpinning all of this is a feeling of immense pride. He feels an incredible, often unspoken, sense of pride in being your person. He's proud to be seen with you, proud of who you are as an individual, and proud of the unique relationship you've built together. This is more than just showing you off. It's a deep, internal gratification that he has earned a place in your life and you in his. You are his greatest accomplishment, not because he owns you, but because he gets to share his life with you. This pride manifests when you hear from a friend that he was talking about your recent promotion, his voice full of admiration. You see it in the way his face genuinely lights up when you walk into a room, even after years together. It's in the way he brags about something you did, whether it's a professional achievement or how you handled a difficult situation, telling the story as if your strength is his own. In your presence, he stands a little taller, because being loved by you makes him proud of the man he is. Now, it's just as important to talk about what this often doesn't look like, because many of us have been sold a Hollywood version of love that can make the real, quiet things seem confusing. First and foremost, his love is not necessarily shown through constant, dramatic romantic gestures or a stream of grand declarations. While those can be wonderful, the steady, day in and day out commitment is where his love truly lives. Don't mistake his quiet consistency for a lack of passion. The passion is there, but it's woven into the fabric of your daily life, not just reserved for spectacular moments. Furthermore, a man in love is not looking to lose his independence or his own identity inside the relationship. In fact, a healthy, deep love makes him feel more secure in who he is. He might have his own hobbies, need time alone to recharge, or have goals he pursues separately. This isn't a rejection of you. It's a sign that the relationship is a source of strength that allows him to be a whole person, not a dependent one. His love for you complements his life. It doesn't erase it. This also means his love isn't defined by a need to be together 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The desire for some separation is natural and healthy. It allows him to miss you, to reflect, and to bring his best self back to the relationship. The security of knowing you both have your own spaces and lives actually deepens the connection, because your time together becomes a conscious choice, not an obligation. So, if you're looking for signs, look beyond the performative. If he isn't posting about you on social media every single day, but he's making a point to introduce you to his lifelong friends and his family, that is a far more significant and meaningful signal of his commitment. If he doesn't buy you flowers every week, but he consistently listens and acts on the things you tell him, that is his love language in practice. Real love is less about the spotlight and more about the foundation being built, brick by steady brick, in the quiet, unobserved moments of your life together. So, how can you take all of this and apply it to your own relationship? Let's break it down into some practical insights. If you're a woman trying to recognize this kind of love, the most important shift you can make is to become a detective of his actions, not just an audience for his words. Pay close attention to how he shows up for you when it's inconvenient or difficult. Does he drive to pick you up when your car breaks down? Does he listen when you're upset about something at work? These are the moments that truly define his commitment. Also, take note of whether he is actively integrating you into the fabric of his world. Is he making the effort to introduce you to his friends, his family, and share the hobbies that matter to him? This is a powerful sign that he sees you as a permanent part of his life. And most importantly, learn to appreciate the quiet moments, the comfortable silence on a Sunday morning, the sense of peace you feel just coexisting in the same space. This isn't a lack of excitement. It's the sound of a deep and secure connection. And for the men listening who recognize these feelings within themselves, the takeaway is about embracing and expressing them. First, know that it is more than okay to feel this sense of responsibility, peace, and even vulnerability. Allowing yourself to be vulnerable is not a weakness. It is the ultimate strength and the cornerstone of true intimacy. It's what allows you to build something real. Also, remember a crucial piece of the puzzle. While you may feel your love powerfully through your actions, your partner often needs to hear the words, too. Telling her, "I love you," or "I'm proud of you," or "Thank you for being in my life," out loud provides the verbal reassurance that connects the dots for her between your actions and your heart. And finally, lean into that powerful drive to provide and build. See your relationship as a shared project, a life you are constructing together brick by brick. Talk about your future. Include her in your plans, and let her see that you view her as your ultimate partner in building a life of meaning and purpose.